Hello everyone. In this video, we will be learning graphs of linear inequalities. There are four different types of graphs that we will be looking into. Number one, a rising graph. Number two, a falling graph. Number three, a horizontal graph. And number four, a vertical graph. In all of these graphs, we will be learning how to shade the less than sign and the greater than sign. Okay, let's look at the first one. So what if the question has asked me to shade y is less than 2x plus 1. So y is less than 2x plus 1. If the question asks me this, so I'm going to shade this part of my graph, which is towards the right hand side. Why am I doing that? Because if you look at this line, when it goes down, that means it's basically less than. And when it goes up, it would mean that it's greater than. So if the question asks me to shade the graph of y is greater than 2x plus 1, so in that case, I will be shading this part of my graph. Okay, let's look at the second one. If this is my line, then this is the downward part and this is the upward part, which means that this would be less than and this would be greater than. Let me just write it down as well. So y is less than minus 3x plus 2 and this would be y is greater than minus 3x plus 2. So this would be greater than. Okay, in the third one, it's a horizontal line. So it's a very simple concept over here. This is your line. Downwards will mean less than, upwards will mean greater than. So let's write it down. Y is less than 3, y is greater than 3. So we will be shading this part in greater than and this part in less than. Similarly, if you look at this vertical line over here, if you go towards the left, it means negative. If you go towards the right hand side, it would mean greater than. So this would be x is less than 4 and this would be x is greater than 4. So let's shade all of these things. X is less than 4 and x is greater than 4. Okay, all right. Now, let's look at the second situation. The second important thing over here is to know when to make a dotted line and when to make a proper line. So for example, let's say if this is your graph over here, this is your graph. When do you know you have to make a dotted line and when do you know you have to make a normal proper line? So if I have a graph of y is less than 2x plus 1. In that case, I will be making a dotted line, for example, like this. The reason is that the points on this line are not included. You can look over here, it says less than, which means all the points would be less than this line, but none would be on the line itself. However, if the question says y is less than and equal to 3x plus 2, then in that case, I will be making a proper line like this, which means that all the points on this line would also be included in my range. Okay, so this is a very important concept. Now let's move on to the questions. The first question over here says, find the gradient of the line L. Now, if you see the line L is over here, this is the line that they're asking for. Find the gradient of the line. There's a very easy method of finding the gradient without using the formula. So what you can do is just pick up two coordinates. I'm picking up this coordinate and this coordinate. I have to go from here to here. So one step up, two step forward. That means 1 over 2 is my gradient. Simple. Because gradient is rise over run. So one step up, two step run. The shaded region on the diagram is defined by three inequalities. One of these is x plus y is less than and equals to 4. So this is the inequality given to me already. I have to figure out what would be, which of these lines would have this inequality. Would this be the inequality? Would this be the inequality or would this be the inequality? So let's figure it out. So if you look at this equation, it says x plus y is less than and equals to 4. X plus y is less than and equals to 4. If we make y the subject, then this would be minus x plus 4, which means it's a falling line. So out of these two, this one is the falling line. So this is the equation of this falling line, which is x plus y is less than and equals to 4. Okay, and since they've said less than, you can see that they've actually shaded this part of the line. So we need to find the other two inequalities. The other one is this and this. This is very simple. It would be x is equals to 1. Now let's see what part of this line is shaded. This part is shaded, which means that it would be greater than 1. So the first one is x is greater than and equals to 1. How about the last one, which is line L? So we found the gradient, which is half. Now we need the y-intercept. What is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is 1. It is mentioned already. So the equation of this line would be y is equals to half x plus 1. Now let's see what part is shaded. This part is shaded towards the upward side, which means that it would be y is greater than and equals to half x plus 1. And you're done with the question. The second one, the region R is defined by the inequalities this. On the diagram, shade and label the region R. Now let's look at these closely. X is less than and equals to 2 and X is greater than and equals to 2 and less than and equals to 8. So it is supposed to be from 2 to 8. So I'm first going to make a line of X is 2. And then I'm going to make a line of x is 8. These are the two lines. X is equals to 2, x is equals to 8. They're saying that x is greater than 2. So I will be shading this part of my line. And x is less than 8, which means this part of the line again. So this part and this part. So both of these are satisfying this inequality. The second one says 5 and 10. Let's make the two lines 5 and 10. So 5 would be over here. 5 would be over here, and 10 is over here. It has to be in between these two things, right? So in between part would be over here. You can see clearly which part is overlapping. How about I just clear out everything and just leave behind the part that is satisfying it. So till now, this is the part that is being satisfied. Let's look at the last one. The last one says x plus y is greater than and equals to 10. Where is the line? Let's make it. So x plus y is greater than and equals to 10. The first and the foremost step is to make y your subject. So y is greater than or equals to negative x plus 10. This is a falling line from 10. So the first point will be 10. I'm just pointing out the line points to you 10. Go down, 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 down like this. Okay? So let's start. So it will be like this. The first point is 10. Then we go down like this. Then we go down, 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 and down. So the line is like this. Let me point it out. This is your line. So which region are they talking about? They're saying it's greater than and equals to this line. So basically it's this part. Now can you see which part is being overlapped? Exactly, this is the part. So I'm going to erase everything and I'm just going to let this part be. I'm just going to let this part be, and that's it. So this is your answer, and we have to label it region R. Let's label it region R. This is the region R. Okay, the last one. In the diagram, the line 3y plus 2x is equal to 13 meets the axes at A and B. Find the coordinates of A. The coordinates of A, where A is already on the y-axis. First of all, x-axis will be 0. Y-axis will be over here. So what is the y-axis? Let's see. The equation is 3y plus 2x is equals to 13. I'm going to make y my subject. This will be 3y equals to minus 2x plus 13. Take 3 on the other side, minus 2 over 3x plus 13 over 3. That means your y coordinate is 13 over 3. Why is that? Because this is your y-intercept. And over here, you can see that this is your y-intercept. Okay. The shaded region R is defined by 5 inequalities. 2 of these are this and this. Write down the other 3 inequalities. First, let's see which inequalities have they given to me. So x is 6. X is 6 over here. That means they've given me this inequality. Let's write it down. X is greater than, less than and equals to 6. Y is 6. Y is 6 over here. So they've given me this inequality as well, which means y is less than and equals to 6. So I'm just left with these ones. And the equation of AB is given as 3y plus 2x is equals to 13. First, let's figure out the inequality of this one. Can you see that they've shaded the part which is above the line? So obviously it would be greater than and equals to, greater than and equals to 13. So this is the first inequality. 3y plus 2x is greater than and equals to 13. The other line is this one, very simple, which is a horizontal line. So it would be y is equals to 2. Now let's see which part is shaded. They've shaded the part above the line. So it would be y is greater than and equals to 2. So let's write it down. Y is greater than and equals to 2. The third one, the last one is over here, which is the vertical line of x equals to 1. So if x is equals to 1, let's see which part have they shaded. They have shaded this part towards the right hand side. So it would be x is greater than and equals to 1. So this was the last inequality that we answered. The point P is in the shaded region R. Given that AP is as large as possible, write down the coordinates of P. Now, what does AP mean? What does AP mean? AP is basically the distance of A and P. Now, let's see. They're saying that P has to be somewhere where AP is the largest value possible. So, if, for example, this is A over here. Now, let's just suppose the values of P, okay? How about P is over here? Do you think that this is large? I don't think so. How about P is over here? Do you think this is large? I don't think so. How about P is over here? Or how about P is over here? Or here? Or here? Just look at the possible values. And I think the largest value would be over here. Now there can be a conflict. The conflict can be whether the largest value should be over here or it should be over here. So what you can do is just use your ruler and check. Measure this and this, which is larger. So when you check it, you will see that this is the largest point, which means that my answer will be 6, 2. This answer can only be found out using trial and error method. So you have to look at the possibilities and definitely you will get the correct answer. Okay, I hope these are enough for you. And if not, please let me know if there's any confusion. Thank you very much. Have a good day.